Today we hope the kids get out of this. We want them to feel safe when they're driving. We want them to make smart decisions. That's the whole thing about the future. Making smart decisions. Doing the right thing. Watch what you're doing when you're driving. When you're driving, you're in real life now. This is the real thing. This is what we try to promote to these kids. Trying to make them feel safe on the road. Make smart decisions. Do the right thing. That's what it's all about. We want them to have a future. We want them to grow up, you know, succeed in life. That's what we want to see. We don't want to be picking them up on the road because they made a bad decision behind the wheel of a car. And that's what we're trying to do here. That's why we do this at prom time, because this is the kids. This is the end of the kids' road right here. As a high school senior is prom, graduation. This is where all these things happen right now, and that's why we wanted to start out by doing this. And I'm glad they invite us up every year to take part in this. And I hope the kids all take something away from this. We all do. The whole fire department hopes the kids all take something away from this and be safe. Down the road with nothing going on. Next thing you know, there's firemen, ambulance.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mock trial will now begin. Would you all rise? The Court of Common Pleas of Blair County is now in session. With the Honorable Fred Miller presiding, please be seated.
State Correctional Facility. Restitution is ordered as requested by the Assistant District Attorney. Based on the nature of these offenses, the court finds the defendant is not eligible for RRRI. Thank you.
Stopped in a vehicle, if you've ever had anything to drink, if you're under the influence of any type of narcotics, whether it's prescription medication or something that's illegal. Typically what's going to happen is you'll have committed some violation. You get stopped by a police officer. They come up, they make contact with you. In the case of alcohol, they're probably going to detect an odor of alcohol coming from inside the vehicle. If there's more than one person inside the vehicle, they may ask you to step out if you're trying to tell them, I haven't had anything to drink, which happens, that there's a designated driver. Everybody else inside the vehicle has been drinking, so we need to get that driver out and away from the vehicle to determine whether or not they have any alcohol on them. In the case if the driver does have alcohol on them, we get them out of the vehicle. Usually we talk to them a little bit, find out where they're coming from, where they're heading, and ask them point blank, have you had anything to drink today? Our typical response is no, or I've had 2. Well, when somebody who has a blood alcohol level of 0.2 or higher, 0.2 or higher tells you they've only had 2 drinks, typically we know that 2 drinks doesn't even get you to the legal limit. At that point, we'll start to ask you either to take a preliminary breath test. It's a little machine that you blow into, and it'll give us a reading, whether you have alcohol in your system or not. Next, we'll ask you to do field sobriety tests. We'll ask you to do a one-leg stand and a walk and turn. And there are officers out there who are also trained in what's called HGN, horizontal gaze and nystagmus. They'll check your eyes to see if your pupils react the way they're supposed to, and that if you can actually follow directions and have your eyes follow what the officer, the pen or the light the officer asks you to follow.
3 volunteers. Okay, you two and okay, we'll explain to you what you're going to do. One of you is...
I'm looking. All right, don't go like over here. It's easier. Keep your arms down at your sides. It is funny when you're watching this in here.
It would be so much easier if I could close my eyes, but I don't want to.
It's not so funny when you have somebody standing on the fog line and they're doing that.
It just throws you off.
Because we're also responsible for making sure that I'm trying to take him off the road because he's drunk, so he doesn't hurt anybody. But I can't allow him to be hurt while I'm giving him the test. Because if he does something when he ends up going out into traffic and getting run over by a car, that's not a good thing either. I'm trying, even though he's going to get in trouble, I'm also trying to keep him safe as well as everybody else. Now go ahead and start.
Man, just wait, just I'm actually rocking it right now.
The sad thing is, you'll probably see in a moment, is this isn't actually that bad. Okay, you go ahead and take them off. What do you guys think?
Wow.